Let's get you to Miri, who's a senior fellow at the International Institute for Counterterrorism. Importantly, she's also a retired colonel of the Israel Defense Forces. She's in Ramat Hasharon in Israel. Miri, first, let me just ask you, how are you and what happened where you are overnight?
So there was a quiet night until 3 a.m. when we woke up to the announcement, but I'll add in that the attack of this morning took me in a place where it's very Israeli. I mean, until now, no casualties where I was in a safe room, lots of booms. There's debris in and around the area I'm in. The direct hits were not where I live, sort of in other areas. So what we each do is we immediately reach out to make sure, where is everybody? Are you okay? Get through it. I already know of a few friends who seem to have lost their homes in this last attack, but they are fine. And that's part of our own resilience in an odd way, that on the one hand, she managed to write, we don't have a house, but they're all safe.
Well, it's unclear just what the extent of the damage across Israel is. Unclear at this point the extent of the impact and damage in Iran. But we do have this new video into CNN, Miri, the first we know out of Iran after these US strikes. You and our viewers can see it is filmed from a moving car at a distance in the Qom province. How long will it be before you believe we will get actual impact reports? And how will the IDF be trying to learn more information about exactly what happened in these US strikes?
We have over Iran air superiority. Mickey, what that means is that our airplanes and our air drones with all of the different capabilities can be over those sites and look at them. So first of all, we have visuals, as do any satellite around in the sky, but that's from afar. That's not what's saying what's happening underground, but it does give you an indication. In addition, we're going to be watching all of the different type of technological communications. To be able to attack these kind of sites, you want to have some kind of contact with them. You're going to be monitoring that. Iran, the Islamic regime, over the last 10 days, including over the last 24 hours, has been limiting internet connection. Part of that is so that you and I will not be able to see the type of footage that you're uploading, meaning it's very difficult right now for Iranians to be able to send out any kind of footage from inside Iran, and what is going to be monitored. So I think that the combination of locals showing different things, of our own monitoring from afar, let alone the International Atomic Energy Agency will also be saying its own. If nobody's talking from within there, that says something. If nobody says anything, the only thing I'll probably say is that I absolutely don't believe the Iranian official media.
In the ensuing hours and in the past hour or so, we have got confirmation from the IDF that they are striking sites in western Iran. What does that suggest to you, given that these strikes come after the US strikes on Iran, and indeed after what appear to be the follow strikes from Iran on Israel?
What the Iranians have fired in the last hour, that was a very strong attack against Israel, part of which we intercepted and part not. What we're going to be going after is those launchers, the ones that were attacking us just an hour ago, because you want to attack the launchers. Those are the ones that reach Israel. But Becky, at this stage, I think that Israel is also going to be participating and trying to attack different Iranian missile and drone sites that would be able to attack US or any of the other semi-allies, certainly if it's the closer ones, the ones that are in agreement with Israel, to stop any attacks against them. So Israel attacking in western Iran is going to be both the kind of launchers that just attacked us, but also looking at capabilities that are more short range and could attack US forces, US allies in the region in a shorter range.
That's interesting to hear that, because certainly what I'm hearing from sources around the region is that there is a continued effort to take out the ability to respond on the part of the Iranians, just as these US strikes were very specifically on nuclear installations. Benjamin Netanyahu calling this moment a moment in history. Have a listen.
In tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
Miri, at the moment when there is no real talk of peace, how concerned are you that this could be a pivot for the region and a very negative one, very different from what Benjamin Netanyahu has frankly just suggested there in that video released after the US strikes?
First of all, it's a pivot. Second of all, it could be a pivot in the, when I say right direction, just want to say, Becky, that for me, the Islamic regime of Iran, that for the last 45 years, and certainly for the last 35 years physically, has called for our annihilation, has built capabilities, has supplied all of the different proxies, and has fired with those proxies against us. I don't see it as being worse for the arena. I say that from an Israeli perspective. What could be worse? What everybody is, I understand that scare, is both that there would be chaos in Iran, and chaos is never good anywhere. And I feel for 86 million Iranians. Having said that, allowing that to deter us, and that was part of the deterrence of Iran, was that you prefer the stability of a regime that calls just for the annihilation of Israel and just uses its weapons against Israel. But now that they're threatening the rest of the world, that makes it a problem. So I have to say that I'm not as worried about the chaos as other people. I think that what I'm most worried about right now is what was talked about before also, dirty bombs, using this right now, both to attack within the Gulf, to disrupt the world. And, you know, like take everything down together with us. And that worries me. That is a worst case scenario. And I want to hope that we're acting both against their own capabilities to do so, that they, the Islamic regime, should not try now to destroy the world's economy by destroying the world's oil reserves. Kind of, you know, like Samson, bring down the temple on top of everybody.
Miri, it's good to have you. Thank you very much indeed for your perspective.